You can count to the podium.
Thank you. Fellow countrymen, on behalf of the Sudanese community in Salt Lake City, Utah, I would like to welcome everybody who has come to attend this magnificent event. As you've heard from the Master of Ceremony, the President of the Sudanese community is engaged in his work and he's not able to take a day off. So he has requested me to deliver a short speech on his behalf and on behalf of the office. First of all, you may know that we've recently formed a new office for the Sudanese community in Utah. And I want to assure everybody that this office is for every Sudanese. It's very inclusive, regardless of your religion, regardless of your geographical location, regardless of your political affiliation. So if you know that you're Sudanese, you feel welcome. The Sudanese community is open to hear suggestions from you and to have you participate by also sharing and giving your ideas. Unfortunately, for the last 4 or 5 years, things have not been working well for the Sudanese community. But we're starting from scratch. And the first thing we're trying to do is to establish a database for all Sudanese in Utah so that we'll be able to apply for the grants that the state is offering to all organized communities. So you should not be surprised when you go to the soccer field or to the church, you will find that there are people going to come around with some forms and asking you information, personal information. But we are not going to go into details, but we will just want your name, your contact information, your address, and so forth, and maybe your age, because a lot of grants that come from the state are targeted towards a specific age group. And I really feel so sad to see a lot of non-Sudanese communities in Utah who apply for those grants and they get it from the state, while we as the Sudanese community fail to do that, although we are one of the largest communities in Utah. And not only that, I would also encourage all the other smaller regional or tribal communities under the Sudanese community to put their house in order so that they have their bylaws and everything. That way, they will also be eligible for whatever grants that is offered by the state. Now, we know that we are all here today to celebrate the 26th anniversary of the founding of splm. We are not here tonight, or we're not here this afternoon just to celebrate the occasion, but to reflect and to work hard in trying to improve the lives of the families of our fallen heroes. If it were not for them, we would have not achieved the CBA we are proud of today, and most of us would not be here in the United States enjoying the kind of life we're in. So we should really take this as an opportunity to try to do something to reward those whose heads of families did not make it to the CPA or to this time. I know there are going to be a lot of challenges, but this is something we should take touch upon. I know that for the past 23 years or so, the splm have achieved a lot. And I'm not going to be talking about the achievements, I will leave that to the chairman of you guys to talk about it. But then at the same time, it will be a very great disservice if we do not talk about the many challenges that the party is facing and ways of resolving. First of all, I would like the office of splm chapter in Utah to convey to the headquarters our concern about the security situation in many parts of Sudan. We know that the peace agreement was signed in 2005, but unfortunately until now, in a period when it's supposed to be relative peace, we still see intertribal fighting amongst tribes for reasons that could they're doing something without resorting to fighting. But we still see that. And we urge the headquarters to do more in that regard, to try to save the lives of innocent people. And at the same time, to work hard towards eliminating the LRA from the havoc that they are causing in many parts of Sudan. We urge the headquarters to do more in that regard, because we know until now when we speak, still LRA is causing a lot of troubles in some parts of Sudan. The other thing that I want to talk to, and I would urge the SPLM Youth Chapter to convey to the headquarters, is the issue of corruption in our party and in our government. We cannot afford to see an individual in the movement or in the party or in the government of Southern Sudan embezzling a huge amount of money while the soldiers who have fought for decades in the bushes go without salaries for months. This is just unfair. I don't think anybody would agree to that. And to make things worse, we want to see that those people are actually brought to justice, because this way it will show that the party or the government does care about its people, so that we don't feel that our struggle has been for no good cause. And lastly, the other thing I want to talk about is the elections. We know that we are approaching elections and subsequently the referendum. We want to see the party engage in a nationwide campaign to try to register voters and increase the size of the party, and to come up with a clear candidate that all Sudanese or all party supporters will rally behind, so that we can vote for that individual during the election. And it's not only at the level of the government, but also at the level of the SPLM chapter here in Utah. I would urge the office to really involved in the campaign of trying to register more voters. I know that the chairman was in Sudan recently. He came from there, and he's got some membership forms. But until now, we've not seen the membership forms distributed to people so that people can fill them and become party members and be ready for the elections, if at all they're supposed to be voting when the election comes. And lastly, I would like